Hello everyone, this is the recording for IS391 Unit 3 session. The Unit 3 reading and discussion. The reading this week is chapters 4 and 5. The discussion is about data from users and handling files. The initial post is due on Wednesday and 3 replies are due on Sunday. Do not forget the required APA reference and in-text citation. Also remember you must have at least one open-ended question in your replies. That means one reply with an open-ended question, not open-ended question in every single reply. The week 3 assignment has U3A1, which is to complete exercise 4.5 on page 228. You're to create an all-in-one sticky form to solve the common two trains are moving toward each other word problem. The form should have 3 inputs, and all inputs need to be greater than 0. The speed of train A, the speed of train B, and the distance between the two trains. Please use the variables that they've specified. It makes it easier for grading. For this problem, you'll need the following equations. So these are the equations that you need. Now, in the preceding equations, distance A and distance B are the distance traveled between trains A and B, respectively. Time A and time B are how long trains A and B traveled, respectively. Time A should equal time B. If speed A or speed B is allowed to be 0, PHP will display a division by 0 not allowed error, so you have to make sure that you don't get a 0 input. After creating the opening section of your script, which we always have in the document, we've gone over that before, then you need a function to validate the input. So that's what this is, a validate function. It's going to validate input. There is an example on page 225. You need to make sure that the field is not empty and that all numbers are greater than 0. Following that function, you will create a function that will display the form. So this is a display form function, and it's an example on page 226. Once your form is up there, then input can be put into it. Immediately after the display form function, declare and initialize a set of variables. Here are the variables that they want you to do. You can see page 227, for example. I'm only giving you part of the code because you need to figure it out from the book. Next, add a conditional statement. This starts with the if, else, and this will check the input, plug it into the equations, and echo the results. So here are your equations that it gave you, and here's where it is echoing the results. You're going to save the document as 2trains.php in Chapter 4 of the www folder and test your code. Now please use the names that it provides and the names of the files, because it makes it a lot easier for me to test and grade your code. Then also in this Unit 3 assignment is the exercise 5.3 on page 291 of the textbook. You're going to create a document with a form that registers bowlers for a bowling tournament. Use a single text file that saves information for each bowler on a separate line. Include the bowler's name, age, and average separated by commas. Ensure that the project's directory has read and write permission for everyone. Code is similar to that given in exercise 5.2. You will create a web page where bowlers can register. So first you create the web page, HTML file in Notepad++. This is an example. Save the file as bowlers registration HTML and save it in your Chapter 5 folder of the www folder. Next, create the PHP script. So I'm giving you an example here. You'll begin the file as we have before and then add the script. So the script starts here, which has first error checking as if-else statements. Save this file as register bowlers PHP in the www folder. So here at the end is another else statement. So you're going to be checking everything to make sure all the blanks are filled. So once you test your code, you should see this form come up. Then you should be able to input into the form and submit, and then it should say, "Thank you for registering." Let's see. Excuse me. I don't mean to cough in your ear. I think I need to go back. So it should check errors and get the following statements if incorrect information is submitted. You must enter your age. Your average age must be between 0 and 300. Not age, but your average score, your bowling average should be between 0 and 300. Click your browser back button to return to the registration form and fix these errors. I'm sorry, I've been sick, so I'm going to pause for a minute. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's try this again. Okay, the Unit 3 quiz is due Sunday. It's 20 questions and it may only be taken once. I apologize if I cough some more. Know the arrays in Table 4.1 on page 189. Know post versus get methods, page 192. Know how form data is separated from the URL, page 192. Know how the individual name / value pairs are separated, page 192. Know what name value pairs at the end of a URL are called, page 192. Know about the value of the form action attribute, page 192. Know how PHP determines that a value is octal, page 236. Know the function change of permissions on a file, page 236. Know what the third digit of an octal value for the mode parameter into the chmod function changes the permissions for, page 236. Know how many digits the mode parameter of the chmod function needs to be, page 236. Know the octal value of apply, read, write, and execute permissions, page 236. Octal value to provide read and write permission only, page 236. Know what function rewinds the directory pointer to the beginning of the directory, page 238. Know which command creates a new directory, page 241. Know what a reference to another file on the system is called, page 243. As user ID and password are not sufficient to make a website totally and completely secure from all known threats. The value of form action attribute can be the same as the script name itself. An all-in-one form can include a sticky form. Most of the file I/O functions accept one parameter. chmod is a function you can use to handle a read-only error. And that's all I have for this week. If you have any questions, please let me know.